Yo, what is up, people? This is Zero, and I'm going to give my review and my thoughts of the movie Jupiter's Legacy. So, I just watched it maybe, maybe finished watching it an hour ago or so. And before I give my thoughts on it, I'll give you a quick review, like quickest review I can, if possible. Hey, love Blake, how you doing? Yeah, matter of fact, let me go put this up. Here we go. Yeah, so Jupiter's Legacy is based off of a comic written by Mark Miller. And there are actually two movies that are based off his comics. And Mark Miller's comics isn't exactly we consider, kid friendly. I'm doing well. I just got home from work not too long ago and going to review Jupiter's Legacy. It's probably gonna be pretty brief. So yeah, so as far as Jupiter's Legacy, even though it's on Netflix, and I could just watch all of them and give reviews on all of it. I'm gonna do it like one episode at a time because I know that I'm not gonna have time to watch all of them in one sitting, at least not on a work day. So, and it's kind of easier to kind of break down each episode. So when I seen uh Cupid's Legacy, I was kind of excited, when I heard about it anyway, and it sounded like heard a lot of good reviews about the comics. So I'm just like, I'm hoping that whatever good reviews that the comic had, the show would be able to reflect those views perfectly, or at least to the best of that, at least close enough. So I mean, when I seen it, of course, showed two kids that came from one of the superheroes. His name was Utopia. He's supposed to be like a sort of a Superman. Supposed to be like a similar Superman character. But what's different from this and a lot of different movies is, of course, it starts in his story, Utopia's story started in the 1920s during the Great Depression. Now, this episode hasn't shown the origins quite yet, but it's kind of giving you little by little. So I'm assuming probably by the end of the at least for the season finale, we should probably know a lot more. Know everything we need to know about how he got started. Now, if not, then we'll probably learn more in the next season. There's opening like Arrow where we learn little by little until we get close to like how long did Arrow had that back? So I think probably until like the six or seven season. So like they kind of just so they went through all the 5 years that he was gone and came back. But yeah, back to the Jupiter's Legacy. So yeah, pretty much it showed like his father, pretty much, I mean, kind of scene in the beginning where these two kids are playing, and it's like a son and a daughter, and the daughter, they're playing a game, and she has an argument with one of the other kids, and she uses her powers to, I guess, get payback. So, so the other kid just ran away, and then her father heard what had happened. I guess he was free, so then he came down and pretty much kind of reprimanded him, like he kind of got on him, kind of scolded him, and then he kind of explained why, the need for why your powers are needed to use for the service of humanity. And of course, unlike Jupiter's legacy, you told me, unlike Superman, he is not an alien from a different planet. He was born and raised on Earth. He wasn't born with superpowers. He managed to get them, but his children are born with superpowers. So that's kind of one of the differences there. But when they explained it to him, of course, after they explained it to him, like, okay, let's go get ice cream. And of course, when it looked like they were about to go off and go get some ice cream, he hears somebody screaming for help. Not calling for him, whatever, just hearing him scream. So he was like, "Yeah, I gotta go. They need me." You know. So he had to, fly off and go there. So they kind of go to the future. Go, when their children are adults, and Utopian is a old man, but he was already kind of pretty old. He was already kind of old when they were kids. So, hey, Sheila, how you doing? Living the glamorous life with your fine self. Okay, appreciate you coming through. Yeah, like pretty much he had to go the same day. So now they got the kids coming, they got the kids growing up. The daughter went off, she went off being a model. Yeah. But yeah, they had the kids. The daughter went off being a model who resents her father for not being there because he's off saving other people. And the son trying to, live up to his father's legacy, and all he really wants is like for his father to, to see him as he wanted to be proud of him. But yeah, yeah. So the son's named Paragon. I mean, superhero name Paragon, but I think his real name is Sheldon, and I think the daughter's name is Claire. I think I'm not sure. I forgot. But if you see it, you know who it is. I'm sure in the second one, I will make sure I will remember both names. I promise you. So yeah, of course it goes off until like first, then Paragon goes off and stops a whole like a bank, well, not bank shooter. I think they were trying to free somebody or something like that. I think it might have been like the villain mentioned Dark Star, but I'm not sure if that was him that got they're trying to rescue, but it was somebody. I don't know. It was something, some place they were trying to break in because it looked like a EMT. But these guys, they had like chimpanzee or baboon mask, something like that, and they had the machine guns, and they were just taking out the police. So he had Perrin had to step in to stop him. Then all of a sudden, here's this no, no, not even before Perrin came and stopped him. I forgot something. There was a girl who came in and blew the other guys away. I think she pretty much killed him or something like that, or Yeah, I think she killed him. Either killed him or chased away. I can't remember, but I know she got rid of him. So then she ended up fighting the Paragon who came there not too long after that, and they had a big fight, and it looks like he was, he was losing, and then here comes the Utopian coming in to stop her, and then he scolds his son about not not being better prepared and not being able to handle what he thought should have been an easy takedown. So now, of course, the son, he's hurting. Of course, I mean, he's not out the game. He's just kind of like, I think he's kind of like, he's had like a little blood out of his mouth from the fight, but then his father told him like, yeah, you're paying for all this. So then, his father comes back. I think his name is Samson or something like that, and because he was telling him like, yeah, he said you're not like me, not like your mother, or whatever. So I mean, you have to watch it to see what he said, but pretty much he scolded him for it. So then we get back to his house. He's talking with his wife, and his wife like, yeah, maybe he shouldn't be so hard on. He's trying whatnot, and then talking about they mentioned the daughter, so daughter, want to come back, whatever. So the Utopia is making Samson is making dinner for everybody. So he's making the whole meal. So like while he was when he made the son, he said, "I'm not sure if he's gonna ever be ready. I don't think he never will be." And he kind of just heard that echo in his head, like he was on top of his son was on top of the roof hearing the whole thing. So then his uncle comes down and talks to him, and I mean, he comes back to talk to him, try to give him a heart to heart talk and whatnot. So then after that, they later on they gonna have a family meal, and it was like, well, maybe we should wait for our daughter. And he was like, said, well, he said, well, we already learned from enough cold dinners not to do that. So so they went to praying, and then like a little bit into the way of prayer, here comes the daughter coming in, and then and of course the daughter was over there, pretty much making jokes, whatnot, and poured herself got herself a glass, poured herself a lot of wine, fill that cup up. So so when she did that, like my father told her, hey, we're praying, join prayer. So she did. They prayed and whatnot, and then they when they ate, and they were talking, and of course there was a lot of back and forth. But obviously the daughter resents her father, but is trying to come here to because family. So so I think talking about her modeling career, and the mother said the wrong thing about like where a picture was taken. It was like, oh no, the father said, no, this is from such and such, and the daughter was kind of surprised that he knew what knew what magazine it was. She was actually pretty surprised by that. So by that she got surprised. So I'm like, okay, probably be a little, maybe there'll be some kind of a reconciliation there. At least, the tension will be a lot less. But then of course I think she said that the guy that did the photo was an a-hole. Was like, no language. Oh, he was saying this. and and then he was like, then and Samson was like, oh, you're using your gifts to do modeling and you're wasting them. And she was like, "I don't need these powers to. I don't need these powers to to get attention." I think that's what he said. Yeah. And she was like, "I don't need these powers to get attention." Hey, Deborah, how you doing? So when that happened, that kind of just sparked the whole argument between them, and I think she went, I think she went like full disrespectful, and then the mother said, "Hey, you need to apologize." And she was kind of like just kind of surprised, like, "Hey, you need to apologize." So then she said, "Yeah, I'm sorry, and I'm sorry for even coming here, and I will never come to another because I'm sorry that this will be the last family dinner I will be coming to." I'm doing well, Deborah. Just just getting home working and deciding to do this review. Jupiter's Legacy of episode 1 anyway. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. So okay, so not too long afterward, there's a whole uh we start seeing villains like this villain fighting against all the heroes that were called the Union. Of course, I think before that they kind of like put in parts of Utopian's past, like during before the Depression and coming up to it, at the start of the Great Depression. So of course they fight a Dark Star, and I guess he's gotten powered up. So like these all the big name heroes they all fighting them, and I think it's like two of them that are just standing there just waiting for all the other stronger heroes to stop them and then just jump in for the photo shoot. That's what one of them said anyway. So pretty much after that, you start seeing the Utopian, like a whole bunch of other superheroes start flying across where they're at because they were like on a valley, like a little bit far away. Like it wasn't an easy distance to go over there, and wasn't easy distance. It wasn't like just a easy walk over distance. Like it was just like a few minutes away or whatnot. It was like quite a distance, even quite a distance for a car. Well, not quite a distance, but it was kind of a well, wasn't like a really long distance, but it was long enough. Like yeah, you might need a car to get over there pretty easily. So when I seen that, I was like, okay, they just mess them up, and like the character Darkstar, kind of the villain Darkstar, kind of looks like Darkseid from DC Comics, but I mean, he was just in there just whooping the heroes. Like they were having a hard time beating him. Like I think he even killed a couple of them during the whole fight until Paragon actually, ended up with Paragon having to punch his face in order to stop him like that, to kill him, which is supposed to be part of the code that Utopia keeps saying you're not supposed to kill, whatnot. But I look at it like, yeah, this dude was way too powerful. I think in this case you might want to consider the death option. I'm not saying like I mean much it was really just self defense if you really think about it. It wasn't even really like he just killed him in cold blood. He was just defending himself. I don't think people realize that. Well, not people. I think the audience wouldn't realize that, but I don't think people. I don't think the utopian realized that. Like you just trying to save everybody because he had mentioned in the fact in the during the talk that he thinks that his son is too emotional and whatnot. So, but yeah, I think it ended up. Killed him, and then like not too long after that they get caught because they were trying to call like the Supermax and like Brainwave, his uncle, he was calling him and he was like, "Oh yeah, things a problem." So once he got down to the Supermax where they got the body and brought it there, Dark Star comes out of nowhere. He's like, "Hey, what's up, guy? What's going on?" I mean, I don't think he's anything's going on, but he's like, "Hey, what's up?" Something like that. And he was like, "Oh," we said, "Whoa, who's this?" He said, "That's you." So they say that. That's the end. That's the end of the episode. Like you got to figure out what's going on here. What are the two dark stars? So yeah, I mean, me watching it, like I'm seeing it right now. Like I'm, I'm loving how I mean, I like it. I guess I'm loving it. I like it. I like it enough to see what's going on next, but I haven't completely bought into it. I haven't completely, started, and really investing myself into it. But so far, the story seems pretty interesting. I mean, I didn't really tell too much, but it's just kind of like a, I guess, a quick breakdown of it. But yeah, I mean, I don't love it, and I don't hate it, but I think it's cool. I think another episode, I think another episode too, probably really, decide like how much I'm gonna be into it. Although they have action, I just don't know how much I want to be invested to it. But it is a Mark Miller type of comic. So there's like comic that kind of produce comic book movies like Kingsman and Kick Ass. Yes, those are comic book movies. And if you kind of see, I haven't read Kingsman, but I've read Volume One and Volume Two, which are the movies are based off Volume One and Volume Two, and then Kick Ass, like the story isn't quite the way they made the movies. Like if you read the comics compared to the movies, as far as that particular comic, the movie is actually pretty tame, and it's not as messed up as the comics. So yeah, so I guess that's pretty much my whole review on it. I mean, I'm still debating whether or not I'm gonna love it or not, but I don't hate it. I like it. Don't dislike it. So I'm just gonna give another episode or two, and if I still feel like I want to keep watching it, then I'll do the rest of the eight. If I don't, I'm just gonna stop where I just feel lost interest. I'm gonna drop off. So thank y'all for so yeah. So yeah, thank y'all for checking this video out. Let me give some shout outs. Shout out to Love Bake. Shout out to Sheila E. Last Shout out to Deborah Mosley. Thank y'all for coming through. And I guess anybody that may have like watched and couldn't say nothing, couldn't type in the chat. Thank y'all for coming through as well. Wholeness and balance by Bridges, people. And I'll see you guys later. Have a great day. Oh yeah, and there will be gaming in less than an hour. So hope to see you there.